Welcome to the Good Buyers YouTube channel, the home of motorsport. It's more than a race.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world, and Happy New Year! And welcome back to another season, another year of KRL, and tonight we've got a social race to kick things off in 2021. And boy, how good is that? We're here at the Hungary Ring in Budapest, a track which last time we raced here, I think it was pretty wet. If my memory serves me correctly, but great to have everybody with us back in the KRL family to do it all over again for another year, as I welcome back a man who's got a very jazzy looking livery tonight on that Porsche. Jason Wilkinson, Happy New Year to you.
Yes, Happy New Year. We're back finally. Yeah, gonna be a good race. A few boys running late, so we should see more drivers in the 11. But qualifying's just started. I'll let you. Oh, I can run through the format for tonight. So it's just a super sprint. So 10-minute quali, and then two 15-minute races. So nice, short, sharp. 50 minutes and we're done. So good little thing to get back into.
Certainly is, no doubt about that, as it seems to have frozen on me once again. But anyway, that's okay. We can just jump out and get that sorted out. No issues at all. But boy, it is great to be back. I might just flick back to the intro screen. We might go to the intro again. New intro, brand new intro, absolutely lit from our man Voodoo. Good family member of the KRL team, of course. But we'll go back to that intro, and we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to the Good Buyers YouTube channel, the home of motorsport.
Welcome back. Here we are, big Daryl Eastlake. Whoa! Rest in peace, Daryl, as we look at Jason Wilkinson out on track. And we were talking off air a few moments ago, Wilco. It is a short, sharp little night we have here. Short qualifying and 2 short races. And I won't go to you whilst you're out on the track, but getting things done very quickly, trialling a new format tonight. That's what the pre-season's all about, Wilco.
Yes, it is. So next week, next Wednesday and Thursday is actually practice round 1 and 2. So, or practice round 1 for Tier 1 and Tier 2. So that is at Monza. So Tier 2 in these GT3 cars and Tier 1 in the Cup cars. So that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be very awesome indeed. Voodoo, hello to you, our man joining us, along with a couple of new faces, or sort of new faces. Albert 92 F1's joining us. Prince Albert, as he's known to his friends, and Glenn Unit, new chap there, and he's looking rather pacey. Like we said last time around, we were seeing times in roughly the well, there was a lot. It was a lot wetter, wasn't it, at this track? So times were down, but we're going to see times probably in the 144s, I reckon. Judging maybe quicker than that, who knows? But Barter's currently on provisional pole position, as we see Wilco now on his first flying run of the evening. We've only had 5 drivers set a time. We've only got 12 in the field tonight. Bit disappointing. We know Rob's working, so he's doing what he needs to do at the chicken farm, the Chicken Führer, as he is known. But here comes Wilco donning the cancer livery and looking very nice indeed. Bit of a twisty, tight circuit this. Not many opportunities to pass. Especially in these GT3 cars. We don't see much passing in Formula 1 either, as Prince Albert goes up to P3. They're 1.1 seconds off the provisional pole position time by Barters. He is looking racy tonight, and hopefully the stream isn't glitching out too much. We might just... it's using up a hell of a lot of CPU, but anyway, we'll push on, Wilco. But there is a yellow flag out in Sector 1. So you might come across somebody off the circuit a little bit up ahead of you there, Wilco, but we'll wait and see what happens with that. But Barter's in the pit lane, Glenn out on track as well, as we take a look at some of the other drivers. And Glenn there, 1 second off the pace. Wilco going up to second, so that was a pretty racy lap, but Barter's looking very nice indeed early on, as Big Harvey Norman, the big horse, goes into P2, so getting very competitive, and we're only looking at a pre-season race, but never mind about that. Short and sharp tonight. It's 4 minutes left in this session. Rose Racing, what's he doing there? Coming around to start another lap, and I do apologise, the stream is looking a little bit glitchy at the moment, but let us know whether it's all looking good at your end. And hopefully it says I'm getting green lights everywhere, Wilco, so we'll stick with that. But look at this at the moment. Rose Racing down in 7th, Matterford in 8th, my Bingaling in 9th, Static Hazard, a man who's doing all right there in the top 10 at the moment, albeit 2.5 seconds off, and Voodoo in the Ferrari, the Nigerian Prince from Dubai. He's coming off, he's been doing an awful lot of racing and streaming. Recently, of course, he's been doing a lot of rendering as well on that magnificent looking PC that he has. But Kilroy down there in 12th, he's yet to set a time. And let's have another look at Wilco. Wilco, you coming up to finish a hot lap here?
No, about to start a new one. So
about to start
just cool off the tyres and we're good to go.
New one. So the tyres have cooled down. Wilco is ready for another go. Our reigning champion. That's why I became a commentator, Wilco, because I'm not a champion. But this man got it done when he needed to in Bathurst, as Glenn Unit, I think, up ahead of Wilco, moving out of the way. Yes, very nicely done there, Glenn. Lights flashing from Wilco there in the Porsche, the number 1, numero uno here, the world champion for KRL. And how exciting is it to have it back for another year? Hopefully you had a good Christmas and New Year's wherever you were, and hopefully you're staying safe and well. But Wilco just getting a little bit wide there, coming out of whatever turn that is, turn 3 I think it is, but he's looking good here as we come towards the end of the first sector. He's got to find 7/10 of a second, which is easier said than done, but he's got a new wheel, a new setup, A new.
That's it.
That's it. Boy, that was close. He is on the ragged edge. We'll leave it there because Jason Wilco, 19. Oh no, he's gone off at the chicane, and that is the end of his run. Let's take a look at Prince Albert, who sounds a little bit like Nico Rosberg, but that's just my opinion as he comes onto the main straight. They're getting 2 wheels on to the side of the track there, but he managed to keep it all together. He goes 5th place, 1 second off of pole position, so it's a bit of a race to see who can beat Barters here, Wilco.
Yeah, which was the case in the actual league race here last. Wet quali, and Barters got pole by I think he got about 8/10 in the wet, so luckily it's dry tonight. Yeah.
Excellent. So just over a minute left in this qualifying session. And of course, if you're new to KRL, welcome to you. But like we said, different format we're running with pre-season. We've got to get a good pre-season in, don't we? A bit like football, Wilco. Very important before the new season starts. But we are running 2 15-minute races tonight. And also this qualifying session will count towards both of them. So we're not going to be doing a separate qualifying session for race 2. So wherever you're finishing qualifying at the end of this session, and there's only 20 seconds left in it, that is where you will be starting for both races, Wilco. Is that how it's going to work
that's
tonight?
correct.
Yep. So there we have it. So Barters still on a 144.406 ahead of Glenn Unit, 2/10 behind him. Hopefully I don't get frozen out of the equation again, but let's have a look. Harvey is 3/10 behind him, 1st and 2nd in the pits. Wilco is on a hot lap. We'll get back to that. Voodoo is finished. Here comes Albert, I think, who's the first driver to come around and finish his final lap, but he's made a mistake there. He's got out of shape through the final corner, and will he continue with the lap? He gets all 4 wheels on to the AstroTurf there. He stays in 6th position. Who else have we got coming through the field? It might be Matterford, I think. And some very good pace here tonight, Voodoo, that's for sure. And we do apologise about if you're seeing some lag on this stream. I just need to get these settings sorted out, but we will get that fixed up for the season proper. But here comes Matterford across the line, and he stays 9th. So it's all about where Wilco is at the moment. I think Wilco might be, along with OGT, I think it's Wilco and OGT to come round and finish their hot laps. As we take a look, here comes Wilco now around the final corner. He needs to find 0.685 of a second if he's going to get anywhere near pole position. And can the reigning champion set the benchmark nice and early? And, well, it's only good enough for second, but still a stonking lap from the reigning champion. But still, Wilco, you're a 10th off the pace there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was about 3/10 off my best in Sector 1, so found almost a second in that last 2 sectors, so that was forgot how hard work it is doing a qualifying session. Lucky it's only 10 minutes.
Very hard work, but we might go to, well, I think we're frozen up now.
Let's just wait. Let's wait for a second, because we'll see what happens if once quali's actually finished. I think should be only about 10 seconds now. There we go. Are you still frozen now?
And yep, we are. So we might have to.
No hard at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have to leave and join back, and you should be good to go.
Yep. Okay. We'll be back after. Once again, we've seen it a few times tonight, but this absolutely lit intro, a new intro, new season for KRL. Get excited. Here it is. We'll be back with the race right after this.
Welcome to the Goodbyes YouTube channel, the home of motorsport. race.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are go for this race. We do apologise. We've had some technical issues, but we are go, go, go. It's Barters versus Wilco. The sound of these GT3 cars here at the Hungary ring. Wilco down the inside leads in the early part of this race. Barters slots back into second, and it's all happening here at the moment. Barters in second, but now he's under pressure from Glenn. And look at that, Wilco streams away into the lead. Our reigning champion has made the perfect start to a new year and a new season here as Big Horse comes into second position. Barters in third, Glenn in fourth now. It's a hectic start. First of two 15-minute races here tonight. And Wilco, we won't ask you what's going through your mind at the moment because the pressure is on. And go, Harvey, go. Go, Harvey Horse, go. He is in second position and doing very nicely indeed. We do apologise about the slightly laggy stream, but we'll be back we'll fix that up before the season starts. But anyway, Wilco leads, Harvey Norman second, and then it's Barters third. He's slotted down the order from pole position, hasn't he, into third. Glenn in fourth, so everyone's got away cleanly. Rose Racing having a moment at the back as we come round to complete lap number one here in race one at the Hungary ring. It's Jason Wilkinson, the man who's been very busy of late. First lap completed, then he leads 7 tenths ahead of Harvey Norman in the Audi. So it's Porsche, Audi, Porsche, a couple of Audis in Porsche sandwiches at the moment, if you know what I'm trying to say. Barters down to third, and he's lost a couple of positions on the opening lap. And look at this, Harvey Norman keeping Wilco honest there for the lead. Glenn in second place. And let's have a look, Glenn in fourth place, I beg your pardon. Voodoo has made his way up to fifth in the 666 Ferrari, the Nigerian prince from Dubai, running the devil's number at the moment. Doing very nicely indeed, up to P5, and then it's Prince Albert. And in P6, Rose Racing, who had a moment on lap one, running wide, very wide again there. So chances are he might have a time penalty or at least a warning. Then it's My Bingaling in 8. So action right through the field as Matterford having a look. But he's not going to get through there into the chicane. Matterford, OGT rounding out your top 10. Static Hazard in 11th. And then it's Kilroy a little bit further behind him. But it's so close at the moment. And boy, you were sweating up before, Wilco, on your hot lap. You'll be definitely sweating up now because Harvey Norman is not giving you anything at all here on lap 2 of this race. Great to have you with us. Happy New Year to everybody. And wherever you're watching right around the world, we do apologise. We haven't got any comments coming up as we've got Victory Rider who's joined us. He says, boys, how's it going? Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year to you too, Victory Rider. Don't forget to subscribe to the KRL channel if you haven't already as we come through to complete lap 2. Barters running wide. And is that going to give Glenn a chance to make a move on him? 11 minutes to go in race 1. And boy, oh boy, Harvey is getting very close to you, Wilco.
Oh yeah, we had a nice battle at Spa, if everyone remembers, so I'm going to get one back up on him. So I'm going to defend pretty hard here, but fair.
Well, hard but fair. That is the Wilco way. And hopefully Chef is watching tonight out there. He did say he might head down to Sinbad's. I'll be pretty disappointed if he's at Sinbad's having a frothy and not watching this stream tonight, but big hello to you if you're out there. But lap number 2, look at this. The top 3 separated by, get this, half a second here tonight. And then it's Glenn a further 1.7 seconds back. And then it is Voodoo Child, baby, the Nigerian prince in P5. And Harvey is off, spin, round he goes. And that is the end of Harvey. You don't need to worry about him, Wilco. He's kindly removed himself. He's had a big moment and ended up in the wall. Same wall that might have been where David Coulthard ended up a few years ago. But hopefully he's only got... where is he? He's right down the field now. I think he might be at the back. He's gone all the way to the back, can you believe? as somebody else has joined us. We started with 12, now we've got 13. 13! And it's the man with no name at the moment, Wilco, but if something pops up, I'll let you know. But Wilco then leads, but it's not getting any easier as the boss running at 290 frames per second. I wish I was running at 290 frames per second. I'm only running at about 29, Wilco, at the moment. But boy, oh boy, your job not getting much easier at all, because Barter's right up your ginger there. And now Glenn wanting a piece of the action as we might keep going through the field, Wilco. Not all about Wilco. We've got to keep going through these names. Rose Racing there, despite the fact that he's our champion. He's a world champion. And Rose Racing in 6th there, My Bingerling. Oh, I want you to play with My Binger King. And OGT wants to do that as well there. A little bit further back, but Harvey Norman's got the pace. Pace in the number 86 Audi. And he will be back. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 1. He will be back, folks. Don't you worry about that.
Someone, the big crash of...
big crash.
Barter's might have spun.
Big crash,
and everyone.
It's Binger King off the circuit. And he might be gone, folks. That's all, folks. That is all for Binger King. I just mentioned his name there. He was just rounding out that top 10, but we've lost a couple already. And now Wilco, though, is starting to stretch out that lead. He's snuck a few more tenths away from Barter's, but you've got to watch Barter's, though.
Barter's in 11th.
Oh, Barter's might be the one.
I think he spun and Binger might have hit him. I'm not sure.
So, well, they're dropping like flies at the moment, aren't they?
So
the
Voodoo's
heat
in 2nd.
must be the heat. It's getting to everyone. So Voodoo now up to 2nd, and that's given you some handy breathing space as we reach the halfway point of race 1. No, 15 minutes minus, yeah, that's about right. But anyway, lap 4 on the main straight. Our man, Jason Wilkinson, the people's champion, but it's not over yet, because Voodoo wants your bank account details and your credit card numbers, because he is right behind, well, he's not right behind you, but Albert's right behind him, so it is not over yet until the fat lady sings, Wilco. Ooh! But not to do that too much, because Taylor's asleep in the other room, and I'll get in a lot of trouble if she gets up. At 4.3 seconds is the gap at the moment. God, it's good to be back, Wilco. You just concentrate on what you need to do there as you maintain the lead. Half the race gone, half still to go. Thank you, Mr. Race, whatever it is, Race Control. But Jeff's cousin, who sounds like Chris Gale of the race gone, half still to go. Don't blush, baby. As Voodoo Child, you beat me to it there. Two great minds think alike, but Voodoo, well, Voodoo Child, he's not letting you go completely there, Wilco. 3.9 seconds, it's into the threes, as he's also dropping Prince Albert there. And boy, Prince Albert, who sounds a little bit like Nico Rosberg. It's good to know you're only thinking about yourself, Lewis. And he's in 3rd, and 4th for Glenn Unit. And boy, oh boy, is that Porsche just up and about. Glenn not giving Albert anything at the moment. OGT 4 seconds further back. But we've got action aplenty. And I need to keep an eye on these comments there. Happy New Year. Get your comments in. Don't be shy, everybody. Geez, talk about rusty, Wilco. I haven't got the bloody YouTube counter up. I haven't got the comments up. Bernie wouldn't be happy with that. It's just not good enough, you know. Need to get it
That's why we have a pre-season stream.
We certainly do. We need a big pre-season. We're all a little bit rusty. Well, you're not, Wilco, because you're leading this race. Lap 5, 3 seconds ahead as we look at OGT. No sign of the OGT army. They might be quarantining. We don't know, but no sign of the usual suspects such as Sparky and all of that lot. But come on, Trev, you are rusty. And yeah, I do sound a little bit like Greg Rust. Is that what he means?
I think so.
With thanks to Shannon's. And our corporate partners and Victory Rider. This is KRL Preseason. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to that weekend someday, Wilco, with Rusty, hopefully, and Jess Yates, who's happily married, as am I, and as is Wilco. But anyway, 3.1 seconds in the lead from Voodoo Child. You need to keep your head down, Wilco, because that gap is coming down.
Mate, I'm so glad this is a 15-minute race, not 45, because I am sweating at the moment.
He's
oh, it's cooking.
He says the heat is getting to you up there in the north.
Heat is on.
Heat is on. Victory Rider saying that we're up north, so he's either in Tasmania or Antarctica or somewhere else. But there we go, Kaima Lappin. Who's that? Kaima Byers, I think it should be. Hello.
Still hasn't changed. Yeah, I was going to say, still hasn't changed that last name. What are you doing, Kaima?
What are you doing, Kaima? And she's been trolling me on Facebook with by tagging me in a group See More, and then I click See More thinking it's going to... Anyway, it's a bit of an inside joke we've got, but hello to you, as we've got 4.5 minutes left in this race. And I can hear what you're saying. With 4.5 minutes to go, can Voodoo, the Nigerian prince, can he catch our prince, our KRL champion? And same state as you, Trev, it's LJ Hooker here. Thanks, Mr. Hooker. LJ Hooker, you're the best. Oh, God, I love calling that name. And when are you going to be racing in this stuff, LJ Hooker? It would be great to see you back. But with less than 4 minutes to go now, Voodoo is chasing down a rather sweaty Wilco on his Fanatec wheel. It's 2.7 seconds. But get this, Big Glenn, the unit, the big unit himself is right behind Prince Albert, currently at home in rehab. Let's hope that's working out for you, Victory Rider. And that is good stuff. But Prince Albert from Monte Carlo he needs a very wide car at the moment. I bet you he wishes he was racing around his home in Monaco, because this motorbike accident there. Sorry to take the mickey, but that sounds very serious indeed. Won't be back till late Feb, so it's been a bit of a day for serious news, that's for sure. And apologies for taking the piss there, but hope you're getting better, brother. And it's great to have your company with us. But 3.1 seconds is the gap out in front for Wilco, lap 6 of this race. Stay tuned, of course. We've got another race coming after this, another 15-minute banger, and then that'll be it for tonight. So short, sharp, like a donkey's gallop, whatever that means. But anyway, broke collarbone at the AC joint. All good, mate. It's all in good fun. Thank you for that, LJ Hooker. You really are the best, mate. Keep those comments coming in. We absolutely love you. And everybody else there watching tonight, I'd love to see who is watching tonight, but I've been pretty slack, Wilco. Bernie's not going to be happy, needs to get sorted out, before the season, Thanks for that, Bernie. But Static has it up to 6, liking his work for the man who just a bit of a token effort in qualifying. He's up to P6 at the moment and only 7 seconds off of the lead. Good effort by him. But let's have a look. Harvey Norman, who had a spin in 8th, and then Matterford in 9th. Oh boy, rounding out your top 10 in the final points paid position is Rose Racing and Barters, who had the pace, but hasn't been able to translate it into race pace here tonight. But Wilco, who's going to finish this lap, Wilco, and another one?
Yeah, this is the second last lap. So just keeping Voodoo interested here, just getting in that 1 second, 2 second gap. So if I'm just taking it easy, make sure I don't spin like I did at Kyle Army that time, Trev.
Well, let's not talk about Laguna Seca. But 7 laps gone. We only replayed it about 50 times. We do apologise for that, Wilco. But you got that championship in the end by 1 point as Wilco comes around, our race leader, the number 1 Porsche, being chased by the 666 Ferrari, the number of the beast. And trust me, I'd be careful, Wilco. Last lap of the race, don't blush, baby. Thank you for that, Chris Gale. But I've got to say, Wilco, this is not over yet, because Voodoo, who's had plenty of experience chasing down ghosts and all things paranormal, is coming to chase you down. He's got his, EMV reader, his Ouija board, his smudge sticks, and he is on the way to get some Wilco here on the final lap. Wilco just reeling him in with 36 seconds remaining in this one. But don't forget about the battle for the final podium position between Albert and Glenn Unit. In fact, Big Albert, the big unit's gone into 3rd. Wowee, so he's up to 3rd, Voodoo in 2nd. And Wilco's just, he might be taking the piss a little bit here. He's having him on. It's down to 2 seconds. And Wilco just slowing up. Shades of Rubens Barrichello here. Let's hopefully we don't see a Rubens Barrichello type incident here. Slowing down to let Schumacher through in Austria. Wilco was about 7 then, I think, but still a very controversial moment in Formula One. But Voodoo now is getting mighty close, but he's not going to do it because there's no more passing opportunities, I don't think, unless Wilco goes off somewhere. Wilco should do the next race in reverse. Thank you for that, LJ Hooker. Interesting comment there, but here we go, around the second last corner. Into the last corner. Manafort has a drive-through penalty, but that's not going to worry him too much. But into the last corner then, and it's going to be this man, Jason Wilkinson. Starts this season, starts this year how he finished last season, and he wins this race tonight just ahead of Voodoo by 0.8 of a second. Glenn Unit, the new boy, sneaks into third. Great performance from him, Prince Albert of Monaco. He's looking very nice indeed. OGT up to 5th, not a bad result for him in the end. Static Hazard comes across the line in 6th. Harvey Norman in 7th after his earlier spin. Kilroy in 8th. Rose Racing, Manafort in 9th as well. Rose Racing, Manafort in 10th, I beg your pardon, after his drive-through. Or the fact that he failed to serve that drive-through. He's in 11th in the end. Barters rounds out your top 10. And Voodoo saying, one more lap, Wilco, and you were mine. Wowee, that's with the little devil emoji there, so that's pretty sinister. Like I said, he's had plenty of experience with these smudge sticks, so you might have been in trouble. Looked like you, from where I was sitting, Wilco, that you were controlling the pace rather nicely.
Yeah, now I'm just controlling this burnout rather nicely too. Oh, no, I didn't nearly spun. No, all good. Yeah, but yeah, good first race back.
And good first race back indeed. Victory Rider says, is it Tier 1 tomorrow night?
No, this is all just a fun race this week. So next week is practice round 1. Wednesday is Tier 2, and Thursday is Tier 1 like normal. So at Monza next week.
Good stuff. So Monza. So when do we kick off, Wilco? Is it next week or?
Yeah, next week is practice round 1.
Yep.
And then Zolder practice round 2. Then we have a week off, which we will probably organise a Imola race because the Imola update will be out by then.
Nice.
And then round 1 at Silverstone.
Can't wait for that, so set your alarm clocks to that. As LJ Hooker says, good, need something to watch for, mate. You need to keep it locked in to the Kit Buyers Racing League channel, the KRL YouTube channel, because we will be scheduling our streams as well from now on, which sort of makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it, Wilco, to sort of set reminders and stuff like that. So yeah. We'll keep you in the loop, but thank you for that, Victory Rider. So what happens now, Wilco? Do we just go straight into another 15-minute race?
It'll go straight into the race, so just gotta chill out for a sec. I'll quickly get a drink and a little commercial break, I guess, but...
Well, that's a bloody good idea. Hopefully back behind the wheel competitively at the start of March if all goes well. That's awesome, LJ Hooker. Well, we might go to a break. We'll play that lovely intro again for the 4th time. I need to go get a drink of water. It's only been about 40 degrees here where I'm sitting, and the commentary box isn't much cooler than that, but we'll go for a commercial break. Race 1 is done. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen out there watching, for race number 2. We're going to do it all over again with another 15-minute race here at the Hungaroring right after this.
Welcome to the Kit Buyers YouTube channel, the home of motorsport. race.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There is our race winner on your screen. And, well, race 2 to redeem that voucher, says Barters. Race 2, Barters, got to learn, stay in the track, LOL. And, well, it was an interesting first race, wasn't it? And we are straight back to the grid. Gee whiz, no mucking around. No mucking around here, Wilco. Is that my mic or is that yours? I can hear some something going on in the background.
Yeah, it might be mine. Hang on. I've got the fan on because I'm cooking better. Looks like the stream is going to be fine. So yeah.
Yep. All good. Let's get ready to go. But yep. So exactly the same positions from the earlier qualifying session. We've got the 13th man joining us in a Honda. So we'll wait and see who that is, or is that Binger?
That could be
Binger. No, not Binger.
Could be Wolf.
Wolf, it's the Wolf. So
I'm
Voodoo.
guessing, or maybe Rick. Oh no, yeah, it's the Wolf. There you go. So
It's
yeah,
the Wolf. So there we have it. So we're counting down to the start of race number 2. I've got to say, Wilco, I don't mind this this shorter format.
Yeah, well, we're going to be doing similar in the actual season, where it's quali race 1, quali race 2. So no second quali tonight. So for the 3 sprint rounds we got, we'll have a second quali session, which will be good.
Nice, sounding very good indeed. And we'll get through some of these comments. Barters, not a good race for Barters, was it? He struggled a bit there. Well, not pace-wise. He was on pole position as he is for race 2, but he fell down the field. Same with Harvey as well, who had that incident. So, well, I guess your competitors sort of eliminated themselves, didn't they, Wilco? And you sort of came through for the win in the end. But how did the car feel, Wilco? Did it feel all good first race back for the new year?
Yeah, it did feel good. Good to be back in the championship winning car. So running the special livery tonight because of our good mate. So just thoughts with him. He knows who he is.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll jump in this and get ready for race 2.
We are almost ready. The countdown is done, and we are ready to go racing once again. And we've got the there's no formation lap, is there, Wilco? It's just
straight into it.
Straight into it. So there we have it. So Barters on pole position, Wilco in second. Someone getting a little bit too close to Wilco there. Might have been Harvey, but anyway, it could have been a little bit of a tap there. As we get ready, here we go. Across the line, you know the drill. Green light, go, go, go. And boy, Barters gets a better, well, I was about to say he got a better start this time, but Wilco, who's down the outside, can he make a move? Can he go the long way round? We saw Valtteri Bottas do that in the F1 race here, but don't forget about Glenn, who's stuck down the inside. Green flags, away we go. This time Barters gets out into the lead, but this is where Wilco put some moves on him last time. But it's not going to happen this time as they all get through cleanly then. 13 drivers in the field. It is Barters is off. Wow. So Barters is, well, he said that he had to learn how to stay on the track. And obviously he hasn't learnt. So anyway, that's the end of him. So nice sun glare. Thank you for that, LJ Hooker. And Barters has done it again. Don't text and drive, says Bernie, but Wilco leads Glenn up to second now. And Albert, what happened to Voodoo? Oh, that's right. I keep thinking, I keep thinking they're starting from where they finished in the first race. But Prince Albert in third. Good stuff to see him up there. Harvey Norman in fourth. So not a great start for Harvey. He's sort of staying where he started. Voodoo in fifth. And and Barters says I got about 20 frames per second right as I went over the right-hander. And,
yeah.
That's
like, not good. That wasn't his fault then. That was the old PlayStation's fault.
Yep. As on a scale of 1 to driving through the middle of Los Santos in GTA Online, I reckon that would have been pretty close. But boy, oh boy, talk about, I nearly got a seizure then the other night when we were playing GTA. But anyway, that's a story for another day, because all you gorgeous people out there need to know what's going on in this race. Rose Racing down in 6th. Nice NBN. Maybe it's the weather, LJ Hooker, but I see my internet's sort of struggling a little bit tonight. or it could be the CPU. It could be a combination of the two, but we've had two pretty clean starts for a pre-season race. Usually people do get a bit rusty, don't they? Coming
a lot
off.
of clean drivers tonight, so it's good.
Nice
There's
stuff.
no Jimbo.
Nice stuff. No Jimbo. Had to put that in there, Wilco, as it's the Wolf down the back there in P12. Joined late in proceedings. Matterford in 11th. We're going to go in reverse order here. The Boss, 290 frames per second there. FPV up in 10th. He says, mine's okay. The stream has gotten better since the start. So thank you for that, Victory Rider, as I've got about half a dozen people here that all use my Wi-Fi connection. Don't you worry though, I'm plugged in so I get priority. That's right, I've got all the settings fixed up, Wilco. So we don't get any dramas on that, but the Boss just having a cheeky look at Kilroy. And I've got to say, LJ Hooker, we're going to get that quality a lot better, trust me mate, before next week. So there we have it, Kilroy in 9th, the Boss in 10th. Jesus, these races go quick, don't they? We've already got 12 minutes left, but Wilco out in front. He is going to be sweatier than a bag of prawn crackers left in the plastic bag. That's not great, is it? But Glenn up in P2. You know when you get the prawn crackers and, you know, you leave them in the bag and it's a hot day. But anyway, 0.5 of a second behind Wilco, who's won race 1 tonight. One race. And he's won one race, one. And
number one.
Number one. But kids on school holidays don't help, that's for sure, LJ Hooker. And little Tay-Tay with her iPad watching ABC Kids constantly. That is great, though. Boy, oh boy, it keeps them out of my hair, that's for sure. But lap number 2 then of this race. Let's keep it to racing here. Let's not digress. I've got a bit of a habit of doing that, but it is great to have everybody with us. Let us know. Give us your feedback. We're going to fix the frames for the next race. But let us know, how does the audio sound? Loud and clear. Hopefully it's all coming through nice and crisp. It's going to be pretty crisp, eh? Big hello to our man, Mighty Murph out there, who's not on board tonight. But big hello to you. Glenn in second. Giving Wilco absolutely nothing at the moment. We're only on lap 2, but Wilco, you're under all sorts of pressure here.
Yeah, I love being under pressure. That's when I thrive, Trev. Well, usually,
pressure.
not when I'm a bit rusty, so we might make a little mistake here, but we'll keep pushing. He's definitely quick, though.
Well, you're doing better than what Barter's was, that's for sure. But audio gets the big thumbs up for the audio, and a big thumbs up for the video as well. Thank you, Victory Rider. God, I love that name. Please let me know you've subscribed and click the notification bell to receive all notifications of my future videos. There we have it, Glenn in second position for Glenn. He looked like he had a little bit of a moment there, Wilco. He might have fallen back a little bit, but now he's right up your ginger again. And all this is doing is increasing the gap back to Prince Albert, or Fat Albert, as Jason likes to call him. Big Harvey. Harvey Norman down there in 4th. And just love talking to Albert. I want him to finish in P3 so we can talk to him in the post-race interviews. It's all about the voice, of course, on the PSN network, because we don't really see each other in real life. So it's all about the voice, isn't it? It's a long-distance kind of thing, if you know what I'm trying to say. Voodoo then, down there in P5, not really making an impression at the moment, Voodoo, but he snuck up to P2 last race, as we've ticked under the 10-minute mark here. OGT in 6th. So the closest battle here, really, and we might keep an eye on this one, is between the Boss and Static Hazard. This is very interesting, and the Boss is off. And he has got back onto the track then. Thanks for that. But, well, I've got to say, it looked like a bit of a hairy moment there, and I reckon he's got the pace on Static Hazard. But he cannot do anything about it at the moment, and which led to that moment just before. But Matterford in P10 there, so he's got the last points paying position. Kilroy down there in 11th, and I've just realised we might have lost Barters, have we? We had 13.
Yeah, I think he might have retired because he hit the wall pretty hard, so I think that's why he commented, so yeah.
So he's
Next
gone.
week for Barters.
Next
He'll be
week,
quick in the Cup car though. Him and Albert, they're a team and they're going to be quick.
Him and Prince Albert will be very quick indeed. And love that accent, love the name, love everything about him. But it would be nice if he could go a little bit quicker to throw his cat amongst the
Pigeons.
Pigeons, there we go. And boy, we are a little bit rusty. I'm not sure where that was going, but lap number 4 as we approach half race distance here, almost in a minute or so's time. But Wilco first as Harvey Norman. Go, Harvey, go. Oh, down the inside, no! And he nearly, Albert then, just cutting across, nearly chopped his nose off, but no harm done in the end. And now this battle is looking very good indeed as Albert on the inside. Harvey on the outside. I was close, wasn't I? Again with that halfway point, but Harvey slots in behind Albert. And I've got to say there's some pretty spicy battles going on here as Glenn's still right up behind Wilco, but Wilco looks to have it all under control. Easy for me to say up here, that's for sure. But Harvey right up behind Albert at the moment in this battle for the final podium position. And the privilege to talk to both Jason Wilkinson and myself as we've got a black flag? No, sorry, it looked like it was a black flag with a little...
on the side of the track.
Yes, with a little orange circle in it.
That's a bit of a glitch. That's the mechanical flag, but it might have been for Barters, but he's shipped off to he's gone straight to Monza, so...
Straight to the Shadow Realm or up to Monza, the Autodromo Internazionale di Romania Emilia di Monza next week. So keep an eye out for that, and Imola as well, which is on the calendar now, isn't it, in F1 for round 2?
And in this game too, it's going to be the next week it should come out for us, so we have that at round 6.
That is going to be very nice indeed. I'll tell you what else is nice, this move from Harvey on Albert, but Albert just seems to put that car in all the right places on the track, doesn't he? He's going very nicely indeed, and now they're side by side. Side by side they race together to uphold the KRL name, and Harvey's down the inside and he has got that move done, but Albert says no, get stuffed. I'm going to take the Daniel Ricciardo style line there, and he's no, Albert's got him anyway, so forget about that. So it's Jason Wilkinson in first on your screen. Boy, Glenn not giving no call to give, and not giving you anything at all, is he, Wilco, with 5.5 minutes left? But Wilco's staying on it then. Lap 5 of this race, and Albert then down to 4th now. Harvey up to 3rd. Voodoo Child, the man who finished 2nd. He's put in an impressive pre-season round, hasn't he? An impressive social round for Voodoo. As LJ Hooker says, don't ruin the stream with the Collingwood song, Trev. How did he know that? That's good stuff. And and you might say the championship, you might say it's been a cakewalk for the good old Wilco here tonight, because he's won race 1, he's our championship, our reigning champion, and he is leading, not by much, but he's still leading nonetheless. And Voodoo in 6th, in 5th, I beg your pardon, it's OGT in 6th place, LJR Rose Racing in 7th, as we count down now, just a tick over 4 minutes to go. The boss has gone off the track again, so it hasn't been a good night for him. We've lost Barters, Matterford in 10th, Kilroy in 11th, getting some grass there. Bob Marley getting more grass than Bob Marley, or someone else I won't name. But anyway, Wilco leads
Robbie
now.
Pearson.
As Robbie Spicy Boy Pearson there. Over in South Australia, COVID-free. Are they COVID-free? They could be by now. I'm not too sure how that's going. But I heard Rob lobbying for he wanted the Grand Prix back apparently after Melbourne was moved to November. And for anyone out there who was born after 1995. That was, I think the last time that happened was when the Grand Prix was in Adelaide back in 1995. And a young 2-month-old Wilco running around. Not interested in Formula One at that stage, but more interested in his naps and bottles and nappies and that sort of thing. But enough about the man from Carrum Downs in his younger years, because he is leading this race as that beautiful #1 Porsche. Jesus, that looks good, the #1 Wilco on that purple Porsche there, but he's leading.
It feels good too.
It's feels good. It feels good. You are a world champion, mate. You are a champion. As Wilco...
Yes!
Yes! As there we go, Wilco. He's only seeing one thing tonight, and that is going to be the checkered flag as Glenn pulling out all stops. We need to chat with this Glenn chap. Haven't spoken to him so far.
I might try and get all the boys into a race tonight. They can all have a little you know, a couple minutes in the stream and say hi to everyone if they all join. So I'll fix it up after the race. I get them all in. Talk to Voodoo and Harvey and Glenn. Barters, jump on, mate. You can have a chat too. And yeah, it'll be good.
As LJ Hook has piped up on the chat, and he reckons, Wilco, that the weather could play a part for the Grand Prix in November. Good old Melbourne weather.
Well, it could play a part any bloody day of the year.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's just
shocking summer here.
I don't think it's just November, but oh, geez, November would be getting pretty warm, wouldn't it? In Melbourne, that'd be similar to March.
Not, no, yeah, it'd be around the same, maybe.
Yeah, sort of around the. Knowing our luck, it'll be 16 degrees and pissing down rain. But on the day we're there, if it goes ahead, of course, let's hope it does go ahead. But 2 minutes remaining in this race. What an enjoyable evening it's been here for KRL, the first social race of a new season. That's right. We will be back next week. Stay tuned for that. But at the moment, it's Jason Wilkinson who will have this lap and one more to complete before the end of this race. Glenn keeping him honest now. Harvey in third. And Albert, as someone's got a stop-go penalty there. LJR Rose Racing.
Yeah, Rose Racing.
So,
he's trying out the Porsche tonight, so I gave him a little setup, and it's definitely a hard car just to pick up and drive. It's so pointy and over-zery, but he wants to learn it because Caleb and Voodoo are representing KRL on the PC side, so they had their first round last night. Voodoo in race 1 finished 4th, and Rose Racing was, I think, maybe 6th or 7th, so...
Nice.
And then race 2 there was a big crash, so they all sort of got skittled then, but yeah, so those boys are representing KRL, which is good to see. Look at this talking and driving. Who says men can't multitask, Trev?
Yep. Last time you said
all
that.
Season long.
Last time you said that, you ended up on a hill somewhere in Laguna Seca. But there we have it. So less than a minute left in this race. The leader is on the final lap. Voodoo. Jesus Christ, I'm getting mixed up here. LJ Hooker says, which comp was that, Jace? That was
Shakedown League, I think. Go on to Voodoo's channel, and he streamed it last night. You'll be able to see all the bits and bobs there, because yeah, it was a pretty good race. I watched the first race and most of the second race, and yeah, 30 cars. Look around this track actually. That's why Voodoo's up and about this track, because it's a good track, and he did a lot of laps last night here. So yeah, it's a good race.
Good stuff. So check that out, LJ Hooker. Check out some of his other content as well, including some of the creepy stuff he puts on. Phasmophobia, I think it is. We'll have to jump on that again one night to absolutely scared shitless. A lot of ACC comps on at the moment. That's true, Victory Rider, but there's only one you need to be watching both tonight and into the future. But darkness descending on the Hungaro ring, but it looks like Wilco is going to be having a good night indeed as he comes through the final few corners. Well, not the final corner, he's got a few to go. But the time has ticked down. Wilco just running a little bit wide there, putting the fear of God into all of his supporters, his fans out there watching, new fans as well. We'll leave that there. But Wilco comes around the second last corner. Look at those brakes. Absolutely glowing red, flashing lights. He's made the perfect start. He won race 1, and now he's coming through to win race number 2 here at the Hungaro ring. It's a clean sweep for Jason Wilkinson. Great performance, and he'll be able to brag to Shep tomorrow on the forklift. No doubt about that. And then it's Glenn in second. Albert's in third by 40 thousandths of a second. Wow. Yeah. Well, boy, I was shitting on and absolutely missed that one, so apologies for that, but that's good. We get to talk to Albert in the post-race press conference, but Harvey has missed out on the podium. I'm not sure what happened there, Wilco. He was looked to have that under control last time I had a look at that, but anyway, Albert's snuck it from him in the end. The Prince has come back and taken that one. Voodoo in 5th, back in the pit lane already, ahead of OGT. Static Hazard, as Harvey Norman having a fair old crack at it at the moment, followed by Madiford, the boss as well, Rose Racing, and all the rest of them. So thank you, Victory Rider, who says I've already subscribed. So that's good, good form. Great stuff, LJ Hooker. Hopefully, yeah, we sending you our best wishes here from KRL for your speedy recovery, and it will be good to see you back behind the wheel, like you said, in early March, hopefully sooner. But it would be good to see you back as Glenn Unit has joined the party. And boy, I'm absolutely sweating my ass off here in the commentary box as I just readjust the plums. But you probably don't need to know that. But anyway, that's all good. Thank you for that, Voodoo. Yep, enjoyed this social race. Thanks for putting it on, Trev. Thank you for that. Well, boys, just joining here, joining the party, Wilco. We're going to chat. Well, yeah, you're our race winner. I was waiting for Jason Wilkinson to join. But anyway, stupid me, you're already here. So, well, talk us through your races, Wilco, tonight. Good start.
Yeah, nice hot work for a Wednesday night. Not used to running Wednesday nights. Maybe I have to change tier 1 to be Wednesday nights because obviously 2 from 2 we're looking good. But yeah, no, good fun tonight. Had a nice battle there with Barters over the first few corners, and then yeah, he removed himself unfortunately, and Glenn was all over me. It was actually quite intense there, and then in first race Voodoo was all over me. So yeah, it's going to be a good season next week, which all kicks off.
Very nice indeed. Perfect start for you, Wilco, carrying that number 1 on the Porsche. But it ended up being a Porsche 123, I think.
It's only
top 3.
the best drivers can drive the Porsche. So, so Harvey, maybe you can change cars next time and might go to the Porsche then.
Might need to bring back the Bentley.
There we have it. But I think we got Glenn in the house. We might have a quick word from Glenn if he's there, mate. Hello to you. Welcome to KRL, mate. Good start pre-season social race tonight, mate. But P2 in race 2. Good start for you.
Yeah, thank you. That was a very tough battle. I couldn't catch up to Jason. I couldn't find anywhere to pass him. I was hoping for a mistake, but there's just none. Just full on pace, to be honest. Fantastic.
No, good stuff, mate. Congratulations, P2 for you and Prince Albert. I think P3 in the end. We'll get to Harvey. We've got all the boys in the party tonight. We'll get to you, Harvey, in a moment to see what happened there, Albert. But have you got us, mate?
Nico, you there? All right, we'll move to the next guy. I think Harvey's in here, so we'll talk to Harvey for a sec.
Yep,
I just invited all the boys in, so
we'll go to you, Harvey, mate. What happened at the end there, mate? It looked like you had it all under control for the podium, mate, but you just lost it in the end.
Yeah, it was cruising along, and then just around that long left, I just sort of caught that curve, and it was slowly rotating the car, and then Albert came flying up beside me. Then it was a drag race to the end, really.
Good stuff, mate.
Nice
but
stuff.
yeah, it looked very close there, but shame you missed out on the podium. As what am I doing there? I don't think we've got Harvey.
Hey? No, Harvey just spoke.
Oh, sorry, Harvey. Albert, I mean. Sorry, I'm losing the plot here.
Albert is... I saw him join. Oh, he's not in yet, so we'll go... I'll just go through the party. So, Kilroy, hello, mate. You missed a bit of quali, but how are you? Welcome back to KRL.
Yeah. Bit rusty. New car this season. It's not quite the Bentley, but yeah, I'll get used to it. It was fun though. Mistakes. It was good to be back on the track.
Was it in the Lexus you were? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexus, yeah. Good sounding car.
Yeah,
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
And
sounds great.
We got...
like I said, a little bit different than the Bentley, but yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think we've got
very
Albert.
stable in the wet.
Oh, I think Albert is. Albert's jumped in, I think.
all right. Thanks for the race, fellas. Good. Congrats to the top guys there.
Cheers, mate. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Albert. Just chatting about.
Trev thinks Albert sounds like Nico Rosberg, hence the Nico Rosberg stuff there.
He doesn't
But,
doesn't like the Germans, but anyway.
Hey, Rob Dog's not going to like that, is he? But
9.
Next guy we got is the boss has returned to KRL, mate. We had a little chat last night, and yeah, missed race 1, but how'd you go in race 2?
It went alright, just at the end of the conditions caught me out and had a little bit of a incident on turn 1, but yeah, it's good to be back and yeah, look forward to some good racing again.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So you'll be there next Wednesday night at Monza in the GT3 cars. So we'll catch you then.
Thanks, mate.
Next one we got is GT, mate. How'd you go tonight, mate? I didn't really, I had Voodoo up my arse in the first race and Glenn up my arse in the second race. I didn't really check who was around me, so how'd you go, mate?
Yeah, a good race. Well inside the top 10, which is pretty pleasing this early on in a new car.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's going good. I had a couple of good little tussles here and there, and it's very enjoyable, and I can't wait for it to start all up again, man. Looking forward to it.
And if you want to plug your little league while we're on the channel here.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a go.
ORL on Saturday night sprint. There's, I think I've got 4 or 5 spots left. It's just 30-minute sprint races starting at 7:30 New South Wales time. And you know the rest from that. Yeah, it's just we're following the KRL calendar, because that way guys aren't in different cars on different tracks. So we've been there and it gets quite difficult at times. So yeah,
so
if anyone's keen for a bit of GT3 racing on a Saturday night, feel free to join.
Yep.
Yeah,
nice stuff.
Thanks, boys.
All right, I'll catch you Saturday night. 'Cause I'll probably race. And
no worries.
Yeah. We'll leave Voodoo to last. Static, you're up next, mate. How'd you go on the Lexus tonight? You seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, I was a little off the pace, I think.
Welcome to the Good Buyers YouTube channel, the home of motorsport.